If you want to homeschool your child, you do not need to ask permission. You're not asking permission from the government, from their school, from your district. Every single state in our country, the United States of America, allows homeschooling. There's this big misconception that certain states won't allow you to homeschool your kids. It is true that some states have stricter laws, but every single state allows homeschooling. And when you send your letter of intent to your school district, which is what a lot of states require to start homeschooling, that is not a request. You're not sending in a request to homeschool. You are telling them your intent to homeschool. The only thing that they can do is come back and let you know whether or not you meet the qualifications for your specific state. So if you're in a state where the homeschooling parent has to have at least a high school diploma or a GED, which some states are like this, then that would be a case where your school district could come back and be like, sorry, you got to figure something else out. The amount of emails and messages that I get from very well-intended mamas. This is not speaking down on you at all. It's very unfortunate that this isn't more common knowledge. It's almost like something that's kept under wraps. But the amount of emails that I get from moms asking, am I allowed to homeschool in the state of Idaho? Or am I allowed to homeschool in my school district? You're forgetting that these are your kids. You are the parent. You're not co-parenting with the government. You're not co-parenting with the school system. I am not advising anybody to go against their school district or their state laws. You have to follow your state laws. That is first and foremost. Ignore the baby banging on the toilet. I will repeat, your letter of intent is not a letter of request. I've got tons and tons of videos covering the ins and outs and the specifics of how to get started homeschooling, what you need to say to your school district, where you can get these letters of intent. If you're even in a state that requires it, some states you don't have to send anything in at all. You can just pull your kid out today, start homeschooling tomorrow. But most states do have some kind of requirement for a letter of intent or letting them know that you intend to homeschool. But this is not you asking them permission to homeschool your child. You are making that decision for your child as the parent. You're basically just giving them a courtesy, letting them know hey, don't have my kid on your roster anymore. It's polite to let the teacher know that your child's not going to be there the next day kind of thing. It's really more so for record keeping purposes. And if you are in a state that requires state testing at the end of the year, any kind of oversight, that letter of intent is what gets the ball rolling. But it is your letter stating that you are going to homeschool your child, not can I homeschool my child? That is not a question. It is you telling them you're going to be homeschooling. But I gotta add in a little disclaimer. Your state laws come first. Yes, you have to send in these letters. That part is not a choice. Yes, you have to follow your state laws again if your state requires certain things of homeschooling parents. But there is no state that straight up says you're not allowed to homeschool your child. All of the states allow it.